Bombshells and friends of Bombshells. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. Thank you. To my Bombshell posse that's here with me from Kansas City and Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm so happy to see you. If you don't mind, I'm going to have a seat because I'm actually a pirate. These are not my real feet. My real feet are in downtown Manhattan walking for 2 miles in stilettos last night. So if you don't mind, I'm going to have a seat and make myself comfortable, and I hope that you will too. I would love to talk to you about algorithms and ROI and SEO. You guys want to hear about that? No. Good. I'm not the girl for that. I would like to talk to you about Twitter. And as you can see from our program, the title of my talk is How to Win the Popularity Contest by Not Being Popular. And a lot of people last night at the cocktail reception were asking me, what is that about, Gigi? You know, what does that mean? And when I told them what it was, they were like very, very excited, and I hope that you'll enjoy it too, because a lot of people are talking about a lot of things that are great and amazing about Twitter, about telling news in the real-time web, about sharing breaking stories, about, you know, if you're so inclined, you're having a tuna fish salad for lunch. Yuck, but I'm glad you're eating healthy. Eat healthy for me too, because I'm going to have a hamburger. So anyway, I just want to talk to you for a few minutes about something that is very, very near and dear to me. And probably the vast majority of you here in the audience have had a tape going in your head right now. Oh, there's Gigi, and she's da-da-da-da-da, fill in the blank, fill in the blank, fill in the blank. Is there anyone that didn't do that? Is there anyone that didn't think anything when I came out here? Probably not. Probably you had a lot of things that you were thinking about me and my message, right? Well, how accurate are you? So maybe somebody here said, oh, Gigi has on a great pink dress and stilettos, so that means she's, you know, homecoming queen, right? Maybe I was homecoming queen. Or, you know, she has this big Southern girl hair, so that means she's, you know, high maintenance. Or she's wearing stilettos, so she's not very smart. So let me just tell you, what about the positives? Oh yeah, there's a lot of, it's all positive, my darling. It's all positive. It's all positive, my darling. I'm getting there. What about if what you pegged me as was utterly wrong? I was not homecoming queen in high school. I was very popular in high school. We're going to get to that in a moment because we're going to talk about your popularity. I was very popular. But it wasn't because I was the class hottie or the homecoming queen or the prettiest girl in school or any of that. It was because I was this girl right here. I just didn't come in this package. And I have big hair. That part is probably true. And thank you, sweet Jesus, a girl at my age that can have big hair. I'm very thankful for that. About my smart, about my intelligence. Actually, I think people are very surprised to learn that my majors in college were political science and journalism, and I had planned on going to law school. But I got married, my family was growing, and I wanted to stay home and be with my family. Okay, that's my background. Can you see how what you may have pegged me as doesn't really line up with who I am? And I would like for you to consider, what if you're doing that too? What if you're doing that on Twitter? There are a lot of amazing, amazing people to be connected to on Twitter. And again, I'm not going to talk about algorithms or having 10,000 followers, 9,500 of them being spam bots. You know, if that's your cup of tea and that's how you're going to win the popularity contest, go for it. That's not my cup of tea. What about if you did things differently? What about when someone reached out to you, instead of pegging them and seeing where they fit in your ROI and your return on investment and where you fit, what about if you just kind of unzipped your heart a little bit and tried to get to know them a little bit more? You might be very, very surprised. You might be very surprised at what you would learn about someone else. There are amazing, amazing connections to be had on Twitter. Like I said, I have my Bombshell posse here from Kansas City and Scottsdale. I have 3 girlfriends that I'm traveling with, 2 of them whom I met because of Twitter. And they are, again, part of my posse and near and dear to me, and we travel together and we have fun together, and it's all good. It's all good. Am I striking a chord with you? Are you doing automated tweets because that's what everybody's doing? So how many of you, when you got an automated direct message from someone that you followed, thought, yes, they are fabulous. I am so going to join them on Facebook. I so want to know them, and I so want to hear all about their I. Probably not many. But that's kind of the popular thing to do right now. Send out these DMs. Stop. If you're doing it, that is so non-bombshell. FYI. Stop. It's so non-bombshell. No one cares whether you're on Facebook or not when they've merely followed you to get acquainted with you. And if you think that you're impressing someone because you have automated DMs set up so that you can tell them you're a perfect stranger and you don't exist, but in my computer you do because I'm going to have Hootsuite handle that for me? Really? Okay, so is that how you roll? Well, that's not really how you're going to make great connections. And I would just love to encourage you to start thinking of things a different way. Are you letting spam bots attack your Twitter account so that you look like you're popular? Really? So you have 10,000 followers, and again, 9,500 of them are spam bots, so you have 500 people there, and you're not connecting with any of them, and that's why you're on Twitter? And you want to engage with people and have people want to know more about you and learn more about them? I mean, these are just things that are food for thought, and I would love for you to consider that that's not really what Twitter is all about. And yes, it has come further than I'm having a tuna fish sandwich for lunch. It has, and that's a good thing. You guys don't want to know what I eat for lunch, really. I promise you, you don't. My mother really doesn't. So, you know, no one wants to know what you have for lunch. But what about if you, instead of trying to do the popular thing and the thing that everyone's doing, what if you really started engaging, like you engaged with others, rather than waiting for others to engage with you? Just a little bit. I'm not saying quit your job and get on Twitter so you can engage with your followers all day. You know, that's a cool gig if you can get it. But what about if you just started doing some things differently? Instead of having a mindset of me, myself, and iPhone, what about if you started really engaging? You know, I tell my bombshells, and in my trainings that I do with women, the saddest thing to me is seeing a family or a group of people out to eat and everyone is bent down. I mean, no one wants to see my gray roots. Thank you very much. And they're not going to, because that's not really how I roll. And I just want you to open your heart a little bit, unzip your heart, start thinking of doing things in a little bit different way. And you will be amazed at the people that you will connect with, like really connect with. Doesn't mean you have to take trips like I do with my bombshell posse that are down here in the front. But it does mean that you can get acquainted enough with them that maybe they want to know more about you and you want to know more about them and their products and their services or what their life is like, or just even hearing their story. You know, one of my favorite people is Becky McCrae, and we love her in Kansas. She's a Midwestern girl. Yes, Midwest is rocking the 140 conference. Absolutely. And, you know, I don't have a farm. I'm not going to have to go rustle up a cow at the end of the day. Yeah, that would probably not be, maybe that would be very funny. Maybe that would be funny even probably to the cow. But, you know, we have a kindred. We're kindred spirits. We have a kinship because we're sisters. We're sisters. We're not sisters by blood, but we're sisters by love. And I just want you to think about opening your heart, unzipping your heart a little bit, and going there. Don't make Twitter be your popularity contest. We all know about the popularity contest, right? And sometimes the people that won the popularity contest, like the guy from a month or two ago that got 1 million followers in a day, really? Like he was a great guy in the universe. Jessica Northey was talking about him earlier. Like, really? Like you want to spend your time worrying about that guy? I mean, think about it. And you can find me at gigibelmonico.com, on Twitter at Gigi Belmonico. Thank you.